Hey everybody, I just kind of wanted to address a little something that I see all the time, and it's, people saying, my discus is sick, what's the matter, whatever. Now, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a bacterial disease, because their immune systems, although are really good, they're not real good. Their immune system is not real good at fighting off a bacterial infection. Now, the reason why is because in soft acidic water, bacteria is pretty much not there. The acidic water pretty much just kind of kills it off. So for however many thousands of years, these fish, their immune system hasn't really had to fight off too many bacterial diseases, right? So your fish is sick, so you jump on, on Facebook asking for help, and you get asked a bunch of questions, and then you got somebody going, it looks bacterial to me. Now, they're just taking a wild guess, okay? But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be bacterial, because their immune systems are not able to really fight it off. Now, you can have, other problems, water quality, leaving food in there and maybe even not knowing, not knowing that it's even in there, right? Their sense of smell is very good. So, rotting food turns their stomach. They don't want to eat, So then you start freaking out and you start nailing them with all kinds of meds because they won't eat. When really all you had to do was a water change, right? And get that nasty food out of there. Get it out of your water column. So, before you guys start jumping on the, I gotta throw meds in there, do a water change, and then watch your fish, see how they act. And honestly, it's best to keep them just like this here, bare bottom tank, not a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? Where decaying food and plant matter and all that other stuff can hide, right? And once again, you get, a bunch of crap built up, you'll have bacteria, right? They cannot defend against bacteria. So, you want to get yourself a really good filter. I mean, even these will run a tank. They're actually pretty good. But these actually ran my tank for about a year. And then I got on Craigslist and I found a used sump. It was just the shell of it. So I got the return pump and all that, and I'll show you the return pump, because it's actually not a bad little pump really for a cheap Japanese or Chinese or whatever pump, you know. It's not that bad. And I got it on feed mode right now. Just kind of threw something in there for them to eat, so everybody would have something to kind of look at. But there it is, man. 10,000 liters an hour. It's a DC pump. You can turn it up and down. It's 80 watts max. I got it on the lowest setting. You know, this is not a big tank by any means. It's only 75. So that's overkill big time. And so is this, right? But this thing's using 10 watts of power. And it's on its lowest setting, and it's still on its lowest setting doing 800 gallons an hour, right? That's what that overflow box is rated for, and that's what the instructions say in here, is that it will do 800 gallons an hour with what did it say, maximum head is actually in meters or something like that. So whatever 6 meters is, what was that, 18 foot? So you could stick this sucker in your basement and still pump that son of a gun up, you know. And I was playing with it when I first got it, you know. Stuck it in my bathtub, and that son of a gun shot water damn near to the ceiling, man. So it's really good. I've had it for quite a while now, and you know, I keep all my boxes to my stuff, and you never know. You might need a box for something, you know. And I mean, if you look down here, I have, you know, a 55. Oh hell, you can't see. Well, there's a 55 down here that is just plumb full of crap, you know. There we go. Now you can kind of see. It just kind of houses all my stuff, you know. And this tank, you know, houses a bunch more crap. If you ain't got a bunch of leftover parts, man, you're not an aquatist. But see, this water looks really good too, right? But I guarantee you, if I started vacuuming this substrate here, oh, it would be bad. It would be real bad. And I actually just did a water change, and I guarantee you it'd still be bad. Just because that stuff gets in there, and you can't see it, man. So for discus, man, you can't do that, you know. You can't have all that stuff in that what's up, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's my little flower horn. It's my little buddy. What are you doing, buddy? But you can't do that with discus, man. You just can't. You know, they won't tolerate it. They do horrible with bacterial infections. Horrible. And I got this overflow box, and it's got like a pre-filter kind of thing on it, you know. So I just take that out and wash it off. And then down here I have a just a little sponge that soaks everything up. And actually down here I got another sponge, and on the top I have what do you call that? The stuff that you would use for like bedding or what have you. I can't remember the damn name of it right offhand, but excuse me, my goodness. But you know, so the sump I built, you know, pretty much. I put it all together. I didn't build it, but I put it together. But I can build it, you know what I'm saying? But I have, about 120, $130 in that sump, with everything included, man. Even that, I got that with it. So that right there, when you buy that new, that's $100, man, for that particular one. I looked it up. For this down here, it's about $300. And if you were to go, you know, with the what is it, the Ecotech Vectra what M1s or whatever they are, those damn things are damn near $400. That I paid, I believe it was like $60 or something like that, but I had like a coupon for 20% off, and where I hadn't ordered anything before and it was my first time, they gave me another 15% off. So I got it for way less, you know. So for $150, you know, what somebody would probably pay for a HOB or you know, a cheap canister filter, I built, you know, the baddest filter that you could probably get, you know. I mean, honestly, the sump is where it's at. If you're gonna have discus, you have to have good filtration, man, you know, and good pristine water. Now look at that. It pretty much looked like they're floating in air, man. Now the thing just kicked on, so it kicked up a little bit of stuff, because like I said, I need to do a water change. There is crap in there, so it did kick it up. But here in, you know, by what, 5-10 minutes, that'll all be gone, because that thing just sucks up everything, man. If it's floating, it's going in there. That's why that thing's got a feed mode on it, you know, so you don't throw food in there and it just goes gone, right? But I think I believe I'm rambling now. But most of the time, your fish are going to get sick because they're in alkaline water, okay? And their immune systems just can't fight off bacteria like other fish, man. So everybody's scared to death to keep these things, man. Whatever. It's not that hard. Just do a little bit of research. You know, and when you go, you know, when you go on these Facebook groups and what have you, and you got one guy asking you questions, and then you got another guy that, looks bacterial to me, they're taking a guess, alright? Because, like I said, 9 times out of 10, it is going to be bacterial, right? Now, I got RO. I hit them, you know, with some RO, and then I will top it off with tap water. And I can still get my pH and everything. You know, I can get my pH to about 6. And everything else extremely low, like how I do it. And everybody tells you, oh, you got to have 6 fish or more, blah, 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 this and that. Yeah, they're right, you know, for the most part. There's a schooling or a shoaling fish or what have you. And they do better in groups, you know. But, as you can see, there's only 2 of them in there, man. They do just fine. They're growing great. They're not real skittish. I mean, they're kind of freaking out now because I got this camera pointed at them, and they're not really used to that. But, I mean, you've seen them eating at the beginning of the video. They're very healthy. And I'm kind of hoping they're male and female. Maybe not. I don't know. Honestly, they're probably both female, or they're either both male. They honestly, they look female to me, but that's just a guess. And if somebody tells you on a Facebook group, yeah, I can tell what they are just by looking at them, don't listen to them. They're full of shit. They're taking a guess. You don't know with these fish. It's not that obvious, right? Now that what they're doing is they're looking at the fins to see if they're round or kind of pointy at the back. That's not always a surefire way to tell, right? So with that, I hope I kind of help some people. You know, obviously I will make more videos, put out more content, whatever. I'll be doing a build. I'm gonna probably build like a 500 gallon or 1,000 gallon aquarium sooner or later. I'm gonna get some acrylic and put an aquarium together, and I'll film that, and then hopefully we will be getting some more discus. I'd like to go out and visit a guy. His name's Kerry Strong, up in Michigan. He's got some really nice discus, and another friend of mine. His name's Chris Graffis, or Graffi. I can't. Honestly, I don't know how to say his last name, and I apologize to him. Honestly, I really do apologize, Chris. But he's got some really nice discus. I bought some off of him before, and they actually died due to a parasite from some other fish that I had ordered, and I got all excited, you know, and I did quarantine, you know. And everybody looked fine, and I put everybody together, and then next thing I know, they started showing signs of having a parasite, or, you know, what have you, and they didn't make it. So here we go again, and I will be going, you know, to sooner or later to visit Kerry Strong, and I'll, you know, video that when I go back up to Chris Graffis's. I will video that, and I will put it on my YouTube channel, and I'll go ahead and post it to Discus Craze, which is our Facebook group. This damn thing is damn near 20 minutes long. Let me kind of wrap this up, and you know, I'll have more content out as I go through and I start, you know, thinking of things that maybe people need to know, and this and that and what have you, and we'll show breeding and whatnot, and what to look for. And if anybody's got questions, hit me up in the comments, you know, feel free to ask me something. Feel free to tell me something. If you know something and it's 100% true and whatever, and I don't know, I'd love to learn about it. I'm not somebody that goes, I have been in this hobby for a very, very long time. I'm 43 now, and I've been keeping fish since I was a little kid, but I didn't really start to kind of really get into it until I was about 19. Had a job, started a family. So you can do the math. Pretty much from 18, 19 years old, 43. It's over 20 years I've been doing this. So I do know quite a bit, but I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. And if they tell you that they know everything, they're full of shit. Don't believe it. Alright, well, you guys have an incredible day. And I will see you guys later, man. You guys keep the nitrates low. Peace out, y'all. Bye.